Welcome to another edition of Currently in Quincy. I'm Joe Catalano. On today's program, we feature the Quincy Lions Club, learn about their upcoming Evening for Sight fundraiser, and more. First, though, we take a look at the weather and the news for you. Currently in Quincy, kind of cloudy out there. It's mild, 48 degrees. It'll get even warmer this afternoon with highs into the mid-50s under mostly cloudy skies. There may be an evening shower around tonight, otherwise just cloudy, lows tonight in the lower 40s. Not a terrible weekend coming up. Tomorrow, definitely the pick of the weekend with a mix of sun and clouds. Pretty pleasant with highs in the low 50s. A step back to the feel of winter on Sunday. It'll be pretty brisk and breezy and cloudy conditions. Highs only around 40 degrees with that wind, a bit of a bite to it as well if you're heading to the St. Patrick's Day parade in Boston. Monday looks great. Sunshine, highs in the low 50s. Again, cloudy and 48 in Quincy right now. Checking news for you today, 98% of the nearly 900 members of the Quincy Teachers Union have taken a vote of no confidence in Quincy Mayor Thomas Koch. That vote yesterday comes after a 4-hour bargaining session with a state mediator failed to reach an agreement on a new contract. Union President Gail Carvalho says that teachers in all 19 Quincy public schools feel that the negotiations shattered their confidence in the mayor's ability to lead and have created a low morale among teachers. During a recent rally outside of City Hall, kindergarten teacher Katie Thompson said teachers are asking for competitive compensation, modern and reasonable parental leave, and appropriate classroom prep time.
We are standing here so that they have the support and resources they need to go into school every day and be the best that they can be for their students.
Another round of contract talks with that state mediator scheduled for next Thursday. Even though the future of the Ruth Gordon Amphitheater in Quincy is still undetermined, plans for improvements to the rest of Pageant Field are moving forward. Quincy Mayor Thomas Koch explains that there will be a new picnic pavilion, softball diamond, walking path, and restroom renovations.
It gets a ton of use, both from sports, whether it's girls softball programs, cross-country track, football, soccer. It's great utility up there. Plus a lot of passive use as well. So it's been tied over the years. So we are now upgrading it, replacing the pavilion, doing some improvements to the restroom building, turf improvements, moving a diamond further over. I remember Peter Boyce and Adams used to visit, and he never liked the look of the backstop when you come up the road. But we're making some really nice improvements. The turf will be done over. Some nice thinning of some of the overgrowth of invasive species, so you get a better view of the water. It's obviously you're in high ground, but you're looking down at Black Creek and out into Quincy Bay. It's really a magnificent spot. So Dave Murphy and his team are doing a great job doing upgrades, and the goal is to be ready for Flag Day, Joe.
Koch says the plans also include the installation of an irrigation system, new bocce and horseshoe courts. 2 softball diamonds will support the high school and youth programs, and new landscaping will complete the project. Mayor says funding for the renovations have already been approved. Proposals for 2 new projects at Marina Bay in Quincy have been withdrawn. A proposal for a large new boat storage and maintenance facility has been withdrawn in the face of intense opposition, and plans for a U.S. Naval Memorial are also on hold. Marina Bay LLC was proposing a 20,000 square foot single-story metal building on the open lot at 333 Victory Road for boat storage and maintenance. Ward 6 City Councilor Bill Harris said neighbors came out in droves to protest both the new building and the naval statue proposal.
The steel building for storage for boats at 333 Victory Road, which is right there, it would be front and center as you come in, that has been withdrawn because they heard the voice of the people of Marina Bay, just like any other community we have here in all 6 wards. Again, when I heard a couple days later that the mayor had decided not to go forward with the sailors' monument, as saddened as I was by it because it looked like a beautiful project, I felt that it was what we do here in this country is the people talked, and thank God what we had was the administration listened.
The city was planning a memorial for the U.S. Navy, but the new owners of the proposed site objected. And the proposed boat storage building area is currently used as a parking lot and for outdoor boat storage. That project would have cost $2.7 million and taken 9 months to complete. But neighbors complain the new building would be an eyesore and detract from the existing residential properties by creating an obstructed view. The Norfolk County Sheriff's Office is teaming up with the Vanessa T. Marcotte Foundation to offer free self-defense classes to Norfolk County residents. The program had a soft launch event earlier this month and was extremely well attended. Norfolk County Sheriff Pat McDermott says sheriff's officers were trained to become self-defense instructors and will now begin offering classes around Norfolk County. McDermott says there's already a waiting list of over 80 people who want to take those classes, which will begin later this month. Participants will learn maneuvers and tips they can use to keep themselves safe and increase their own situational awareness. McDermott says the class schedule will be announced on the Sheriff's Office social media sites. The 13th annual Shamrock Splash to raise money for free events on beaches from Nahant to Nantasket raised a record-breaking $57,000 at Constitution Beach in East Boston last Sunday. More than 140 participants braved the chilly waters to raise those funds for Save the Harbor, Save the Bay's Better Beaches program. Splashers from Quincy raised over $5,000. Participants won prizes for most money raised and for best costumes. For the first time this year, Save the Harbor also hosted the Shamrock Dash. That featured runners warming up with a 1-kilometer race before taking the plunge. Save the Harbor will award grants to organizations including the Friends of Wollaston Beach, which will host Kids Fest and other family activities on the beach this summer. It's our check of news for you today. Coming up, we chat with Chris Richardson-Smith of the Quincy Lions Club. That's next. Welcome back. The Quincy Lions Club's annual Evening for Sight fundraiser is coming up at the end of this month, actually. So the president this year, Chris Richardson-Smith, has stopped on by to chat with us about the club and about the events. Nice to meet you, Chris.
Nice to meet you also, and nice to be here. Thank you very much.
It's our pleasure. We're looking forward to learning about the fundraiser that's coming up. But here at QATV, we've had a long-standing relationship with the Lions Club through our Talking Bulletin Board program.
Oh, exactly. And we find that to be so important for the visually impaired. And we are happy to be recognizing QATV at the Evening for Sight, which is March 29th, with a special award for that Talking Bulletin Board and for all the things that you've done to support the Quincy Lions Club in the past.
And you were telling me that this is kind of the first time that the club has recognized an organization, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It's the very first time we have recognized an organization for this award. It's the Massachusetts Lions Eye Research Fund Award. It's called the Sight Award. And we have nominated and QATV, and you'll be receiving the award at that event. So we're very excited about it.
Well, thank you very much on behalf of Michael Jarvie on our staff is really the one who works with Don Uvanetti at the club to organize the talkers, if you will, the folks who read the bulletin boards. I think it's one of, if not, one of the oldest programs on QATV.
Really?
Yes.
How interesting. Well, it's so important to make sure that everybody understands what the public service announcements are and what the local happenings are, and we are very pleased to be the talkers for the bulletin board.
And I know that they're always looking for more.
Yes, that's a good point.
Sure. So if you feel the need to read, you could benefit the community as well by doing it right here. Yeah.
Exactly.
So let's take a little step back and tell me a little bit about the Lions Club. It's been around forever, right?
Well, forever. We began in 1941,
wow,
which is when we were chartered. We've got about 55 Lions now, and our goal is to serve the community and to have fun doing it too. Yeah. We do have various different things going on in with different programs, different ways we do so. We primarily focus on vision and youth with a lot of different programs that we have in place. For youth, we do the Peace Poster Contest, which is for middle school kids, and it's part of an International Lions competition. There's also the speech program where there's a speech contest, and that's a Massachusetts Lions event. And we do various different things with vision. We have a Christmas luncheon for the visually impaired every year.
Oh, nice.
We do eyeglass sorting and reclaiming eyeglasses to give to those in need. We help supply, we put people in contact with who are economically disadvantaged
Sure.
and need help getting glasses. And we also have provided 2 screening units to the Quincy school system. And they use that to check the eyesight for all incoming kindergartners and some also in 1st and 2nd grade, as well as help for those who would have trouble in a normal type of an eye exam, say for those who have English as a second language,
Oh, okay.
or those who might have difficulty explaining the problems that they're having. So we do about 1,500 eye screenings per year.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's so key to catch vision problems at the earliest possible moment, right?
It is indeed.
Yeah.
We expect about 8% of the kids who are screened to have some kind of an issue. Say they need different glasses or new glasses, or they might have some very serious situation that needs immediate attention.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so important to get those young kids. We also would like to be able to screen more in the area of the preschools.
Yes.
And those tend to be all independent or privately run. And we'd like to offer our services to those preschools to do vision screening
Okay.
and to start that prevention even earlier than kindergarten. So if anyone's interested
Yes.
in contacting the Lions Club of Quincy, we'd be happy to arrange some screening for you. As I said, it's non-invasive. It's like a camera.
Yep,
It takes a picture of your eyes, a piece of paper comes out, and it goes to the child's parents
Okay.
to explain what the results
You're
were.
not collecting information or
We're not
storing
collecting
data.
any- right,
Yeah.
we're
That's
not
a big
doing
concern these days.
I know,
Yeah.
we're not doing any of that, and it's very quick and easy, and
Yep.
the kids seem to enjoy it, and they're all used to smiling for the camera, so it works well.
They probably have their own cameras even at that age.
Probably so,
Sure.
or their phones,
Yes.
or whatever.
Yes. It's a great service, though. Back in the day, when dinosaurs roamed the earth and I was a child, they didn't catch my vision problems until 3rd grade.
We hear that so often
yeah.
because kids can't explain it. They don't know that that's different.
Right.
What they're seeing is different.
Because it's always how they've seen.
Exactly.
So they don't know.
I mean, we've had, there's plenty of stories about people we've caught really severe illnesses at 3 years old.
Yeah.
That eye health issues that no one had known.
It's incredible.
Yeah,
So
we're able to save, if we can save one child's sight,
Yep.
we have been successful.
Okay, so there'd be no charge to the
No
preschool?
charge, not at all.
That's great.
You just need to let us know.
Just
Or
reach
if you're
out.
if you're also part of a school, we also, the cameras are also loaned out to private schools if
Okay.
they would like to use them. We can also arrange for that.
Okay, good to know. You also offer high school scholarships, do you not?
We do.
Yeah.
It was one of those youth programs, which we offer 4 high school scholarships
okay.
each year, and technical scholarships as well for folks who wanted to pursue a more vocational path or a technical path.
Okay.
We call them a toolbox scholarship.
Oh, very good.
So
Yeah.
we've got academic scholarships as well as the toolbox scholarships.
I
that
think
we
there are going to be a
provide every
lot of
year.
opportunities in the vocational field in the coming years.
We believe it's
Yeah.
a really important area.
Sure.
And we're pleased to be able to sponsor some scholarships in that area.
Yeah. So let's talk about the Evening for Sight.
Okay.
It's coming up March 29th at the
Yes.
Terrell Room, right?
In the Terrell Room,
Okay.
yes. It's
That's a
at-
new location.
It is a
Yeah.
new location. We used to be at the Quincy Neighborhood Club.
That's right.
But we thought we would try something new and different
Okay.
because this is the first actually Evening for Sight we've been able to hold since COVID.
Oh, okay.
Our last one was 2019.
Wow, okay.
Yeah. So the highlight of the whole evening is, of course, to highlight those who are getting awards, like
Yes.
QATV.
Yes.
And we are also giving the Francis Macaulay Service Award, Community Service Award, to someone, and that is Jim Dunphy, who is president of South Shore Bank, for all the various different service activities and gifts that he gives of himself to the community through South Shore Leadership Institute, the Chamber, the YMCA, and so on and so forth. This award is for a non-Lion.
Oh, okay.
So we're always looking for the community for folks who are really important to the community in terms of service.
Very nice. So named in honor of the former four-term mayor here in
That's
Quincy,
right,
right?
because he was actually a Lions Club
Strong
member.
supporter of the Lions
A strong
Club, yeah.
supporter and responsible for so many of our members and our past members.
Yes.
It's
Yeah, you never said no to Frank when he said, "You don't want to be a
No.
member of the Lions Club."
No, he used to have some great stories about that and how he got to be a member of the Lions Club
Yeah.
too. So
Nice.
he was a great supporter.
It is also a fundraiser, yes?
It is indeed. It
Yeah.
is our largest fundraiser,
It is, okay.
and we're going to have a lot of fun too. We think on this
Oh, do
evening.
tell.
It's not just going to be giving out awards,
Okay.
but we're also going to hear a little bit more about Lions, of course, Quincy Lions. But the other thing is that we'll be having lots of raffle items.
Oh.
I think we've got over 30 sponsors of raffle items.
Really?
So it's going to be a lot of choices there if somebody wants to win something
Oh,
or
can you give us a little
silent auction.
sampling of what some of the
Oh, well,
prizes
we've got,
might be?
I actually have a
Yeah,
list.
that's good, yeah.
It's quite a large list.
That's
so
okay.
I'll just say we've got the Encore Hotel, a night at the Encore Hotel, and $500 towards dinner.
Okay.
So that's a lot of dinner.
Nice, yeah.
We've got the Quincy Marriott's offering an evening as well, YMCA membership for 3 months. We've got lots of gift certificates from local restaurants. Dependable Cleaners are giving us gift certificates. Lots of a basket of different puzzles and things for the whole family. I
Fun.
mean, there's just so many different things.
Well, a lot of
It's-
folks have stepped up.
Yeah, they
to
really
donate,
have. And we have had some very generous sponsors as well. We've been so pleased to have so many of our sponsors. In particular, I'd like to shout out to Quirk Auto Dealers, who have become our highest level sponsor, which is what we're calling, and actually I've forgotten. But
Well, it's the
they're a
progressive sponsor.
Yes, thank you. You've got the paper there in
Yes,
front of
I
you.
do.
Excellent, thank
My
you.
cheat sheets.
Excellent. And we've got so many other local organizations who are donating funds or being a sponsor for us, such as Hamel Leiden Funeral Home. We've got the mayor has given us a sponsorship, Manat Community Health, Arabella Foundation, Granite Payroll Associates, and it goes on. And I
That's
encourage
nice, yeah.
everybody to take a look at the website to see who's our sponsors, and we'll also be advertising or thanking our sponsors in the Sun.
Oh, very
as well.
nice. Yeah. Is there still opportunity, Chris, to make donations
There
or be a sponsor?
absolutely
Okay.
is opportunity to sponsor a raffle item
Okay.
or to come to the event itself. We've
Oh.
got plenty of tickets.
Okay.
We're looking for about 100 attendees, and we have plenty of room if somebody else would like to come.
Okay.
And I think they just need to contact us via the website.
Yes.
There's a way to buy a ticket on the website, as well as you can contact us through email or send in a reservation through the post office box as well.
Sure. Okay. 6 to 9 p.m. on Wednesday, March 29th at the Terrell Room. So 6 o'clock, it'll still be light out, so you get the beautiful view out those
yes,
windows.
we'll have a great view. And the Terrell Room also is one of our sponsors.
Oh, very
They've
nice.
been great to work with.
Okay. Do you have a goal for the event?
Our
a
goal
fundraising
to raise is $15,000,
Oh,
and we are pleased to say we're right about at that level.
Yay!
So every little bit more will take us over the top and let us do even more for the community.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do the funds, are they geared to any specific program at the Lions? Or is
They'll
it
just be going to support, say, all of our scholarships.
Yes, okay, sure. Yeah.
All the ways that we help the community, as well as some of the money will be going to Mass Eye Research.
Oh, okay.
To help support those functions, and we'll give a little bit to Lions International to
Very good.
support their disaster relief and their other work that they do in the area of vision.
Okay. So you bring up a good point, too. Lions are, I mean, there's local chapters like Quincy, there's regional like Massachusetts and New
Yep.
England, national,
Yep.
and then international.
International.
Yeah.
There's about 1.4 million lions around the world.
Wow.
It's a lot. We are the largest volunteer organization in the world.
In the world, yeah.
And we're growing all the time. But the whole point of this international organization is that we serve at the local level,
Right.
like Quincy.
Yep.
And if you go to some of the different communities in this area, you'll see lion signs at the start of the community,
Yes.
because we've got lions organizations throughout Massachusetts. I think we've got about 1,000 members just in our particular district. And
Okay.
we've got 5 different districts in Massachusetts.
Yeah, and when you walk into a Lions Club meeting with your lion pin on,
Yes,
you have, I'm sure you're welcome no matter where you're from, right?
You are, exactly.
Yeah.
And if you're interested in finding out more
Oh,
about
you've read
the
my mind,
Lions,
Chris. How do you become a Quincy Lion?
please contact us.
Yeah.
I think you've got the information with the email and the website that should be
Sure.
showing, as well as you're welcome to come to any of our meetings.
Okay.
They are the first and third Thursdays of the month at 12 o'clock at the Common Market.
Oh, okay.
So just come on in the door and sit down and have lunch with us and
Yep.
find out more about it. The other thing is, of course, we can give you more information via email or other ways such as
Yeah.
that.
And who can be a lion? Is there?
Everybody is
can.
welcome.
Okay.
Everybody is welcome.
And you have separate committees, I'm assuming, that folks can join if
We
they
do,
choose?
and we
Yeah.
have so many, like I said, so many different activities.
Right.
We do everything from, say, ringing the bell for Salvation
Oh,
Army at
sure.
Christmas time, to doing Wreaths Across America.
Hmm.
We participate in the cleanup process in Quincy, the I forget
Cleaner,
the-
greener.
Yes, that's the day.
Coming up, actually, yeah.
We do a pancake breakfast.
Yes.
That's aimed at families and seniors. We do the Evening for Sight, which is for fundraising. We do so yes, there's plenty of committees. Oh, and we're going to be marching in the Flag Day Parade for the first time, and we've got a committee working on that.
For the first
So,
time?
yeah. Well, the first time recently.
Oh,
yes,
okay. All right.
Since
Wow.
I've been a lion.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, so we're
That's a
doing all
big deal.
different kinds of
How
things.
long
that
have
are
you been a
fun.
lion, Chris?
I joined in around 2014.
Oh, you're a newbie.
I'm a newbie, I am, although I come from a long line of lions. My father was a lion where I grew up,
Okay.
and that's how I knew about lions, and my whole family's involved in it.
Very good. Yeah. What drew you to the Quincy chapter?
We moved here in 2013, and we decided that now it was time for us to join Lions. We're retiring and able to do a lot more service activities, which for us is a really important part of our life. That's exactly what we're doing right now, and
Yeah.
we're doing several different service areas
Is this
of service.
your first time as president of the club?
Yes,
it is.
it
Yeah.
is.
How's it been?
It's been fine.
Yeah.
It's always, a lot of activity,
Yes.
a lot more things going on than you anticipate, but well worth it.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's we're just a 1-year term, is that right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Although there's also a way, if you wanted to go up and learn a little bit more, you can start as secretary and
Oh,
treasurer.
okay.
We've got a vice chair, 2 vice presidents, and the president.
Nice.
So there's a lot of different ways you can participate in the Lions organization.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you're excited to be back in person. It's been hard on
has
all kinds of
been.
fraternal and charitable organizations over the past couple of years.
Yeah. I mean,
to
Zoom
keep
is
their mission
fine,
going, yeah.
but people
Well,
get tired of it.
Yes.
And it's not quite the same thing.
It's
We
not.
like being together and talking and enjoying and hearing about what we're all doing.
Yep.
And it's difficult to do that on something like Zoom.
Sometimes, the informal brainstorming sessions are the best. They're the most productive. If you
That's
don't have an
right.
agenda and folks just tossing out ideas and suggestions, you can come up with great things like preschool vision screening.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. But it's been a way to keep going. And we have been able to have meetings now and then, depending on the situation with
Sure.
COVID. But the whole thing for us was this year is coming out of COVID, recharging, invigorating the club, and finding new ways that we can contribute to the community.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. There's dragonflies, they are born in water and they come out of the water and they fly high and they go and they're beautiful and they go on to do many different things. So that's kind of, we're kind of coming out of that,
Yeah.
coming in, spreading our wings
Nice.
after COVID.
Very nice. Well, Well, again, the Evening for Sight fundraiser is Wednesday, March 29th from 6 to 9 p.m. Tickets still available, opportunities for sponsorship and for raffle prize donations
Are still available.
Okay.
Please. Yes.
Thank you so much, Chris. Great to meet you and
Thank you.
chat with you.
All right. Thank you very much, Joe.
You are very
and
welcome.
Thank you for your support of Lions.
You're welcome, and thank you for the award.
All right. We'll see you then.
Just enough time to check the forecast for you for the rest of the day today. Kind of what you see is what you get. Lots of clouds and mild temperatures into the low to mid 50s this afternoon. Slight chance for shower this evening. Not too cold, though, only in the lower 40s. Really nice tomorrow. Sun and clouds, less wind, low to mid 50s. Back to the feel of winter on Sunday for a bit. Brisk and breezy. High only 40 degrees. First day of spring is Monday, believe it or not. It's going to feel like it. Sunny, pleasant, a high 52 degrees. Thanks again to Chris Richardson-Smith for joining us today from the Quincy Lions Club. Thanks to our crew. Thank you for watching. Monday here on the program, it's folks from the American Red Cross that'll be joining us. Meantime, head to our website anytime, qatv.org. You'll find our latest programs there. There's news and information, video on demand, live streaming, and much more. For all of us here at QATV, I'm Joe Catalano. Have a great weekend.